Tonight, a young man is dead as a result of a road accident. Senator Herman Gill Francis threatens legal action against the former chairperson of the Vieux Fort South constituency group on the matter of who helped build a Latuni home for a single mother. And a young man attempts a daring daylight robbery in the city but gets more than he bargained for. The details of these stories and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Loveless and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Wednesday, the 2nd of December, 2020. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. On Tuesday, the 1st of December, a man lost his life in a vehicular accident. 38-year-old Melvin Remy of Monroe Castries was driving a motor car along the Latok Road when he lost control of the vehicle and ran off the pitched surface of the road. Remy sustained several injuries to the body and his vehicle was extensively damaged. Fire Service spokesperson Stacey Joseph says the fire service responded to the call at about 10:15 p.m.
The information received stated that a vehicle had veered off the Latok Road and down a precipice. Emergency personnel found on the scene the vehicle resting on its roof and its sole occupant, a male individual appearing unconscious, lying on his back with his legs elevated. A rapid assessment revealed that the patient had a faint pulse. Using a basket stretcher and rescue lines, the patient was carried to the ambulance. Emergency medical care was performed and the patient was provided rapid transportation to the OKEU hospital. He remained in a critical condition en route to, and on arrival, he was left in the care of a medical practitioner.
He says upon arrival at the OKEU hospital, Remy was pronounced dead by medical personnel. Minister and UWP hopeful Herman Gill Francis says he must clear the air following statements published on Facebook that admonished him for taking credit for an SSDF project. Francis says he made a spontaneous decision to assist a single mother in Latuni Vieux Fort and will not stand for his name to be sullied when undertaking a good deed. Senator and Minister Herman Gill Francis says he will be engaging the services of an attorney to seek redress in a matter against the former chairperson of the Vieux Fort South constituency group, Cornelia Jacob. Francis says after viewing a Facebook post by Jacob, which chastises him for taking credit for what Jacob alleges is essentially an SSDF project, he is compelled to act to protect his reputation. The matter relates to a home that was built for a single mother in Latuni Vieux Fort. Senator Francis, who is hoping to become the UWP candidate for Vieux Fort South, is adamant that he had no dealings with the SSDF on this matter.
I read the contents of the message, and I must say that I'm very disappointed in what she has said about me. I have no dealings with SSDF. I have never been to SSDF for the 4.5 years that I've been a minister of government. I'm just a minister, a selected minister. I do not have a constituency. I do not have any, I've not been endorsed as a candidate, so I have nothing whatsoever to do with SSDF. And to align me and chastise me and say all sort of bad things about me for doing something that I felt was very spontaneous and loving at the time, because I think the young lady needed the assistance. And my friends in Castries and Vieux Fort came out and supported me 110%.
Francis says he is not taking the allegations made by Jacob in the post lightly.
It is very disheartening for a person to use a situation like that to make political mileage or to make political mischief. I have always said that the only thing that I have to my name is my name, my honesty and my integrity. And I'm not going to allow anybody to discredit this, okay? You can say anything you want about me when it comes to politics. I know it's the silly season. People are going to be saying things, but I am not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to accept it. So I am going to be speaking to my lawyers to see how we can deal with this article that Ms. Cornelia Jacob penned.
The former chairperson of the Vieux Fort South constituency group, Cornelia Jacob, has indicated that a response to the senator and Vieux Fort South hopeful is forthcoming. The total number of COVID cases recorded on Island has moved to 262. On Wednesday, the Ministry of Health confirmed 3 new cases out of a batch of 95 samples. Nisha Charles tells us more.
On the heels of a victory for the Ministry of Health on Monday with 112 negative test results, St. Lucia has seen more COVID-19 cases on Island. On Monday, the ministry recorded 3 new cases being registered in the Vieux Fort and Castries districts. Dr. Sharon Belmar George is the Chief Medical Officer.
Case number 260 is a 60-year-old male from the Vieux Fort district. Case number 261 is a 28-year-old male from the Castries district. Case number 262 is a 26-year-old female from the Castries district. These individuals were seen at community respiratory centers where they were assessed and tested for COVID-19. They were all placed in quarantine by health practitioners while awaiting the return of their test results. Epidemiological links have been established for case number 261, and investigations are ongoing by the contact tracing team to determine the links for the other 2 cases.
3 COVID-19 recoveries were recorded on Wednesday, bringing the new total number of active cases currently in country to 119. To date, St. Lucia has recorded a total of 141 recoveries in country. Presently, all of the active cases are stable and doing well.
Everyone is again reminded of the importance to take personal responsibility to minimize the spread of COVID-19 by maintaining habits to limit the spread of the virus. We encourage every individual to continue partnering with the Ministry of Health by practicing daily infection prevention and control measures to minimize the spread of the virus. Wash your hands often during the day. Wear a mask every time you're in public that covers both your mouth and your nose.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness will continue providing updates on the country's COVID-19 status. For the Hot 7 News, Nisha Charles reporting.
Stay with us. Still to come, a young man attempts a daring daylight robbery in the city and gets more than he bargained for. Red light, green light, no. Drivers and commuters say traffic flowed better when the traffic lights were turned off today. And Richard Peterkin urges the public to trust the science when it comes to the safety of COVID-19 vaccines. That and more after the break.